Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jimmy James. You're watching Football Special live on this Tuesday evening, the 14th of January. Chelsea have taken the lead against Bournemouth. We've got all the goals as they go in tonight. So don't go anywhere. And then you won't miss a thing. Unless you're watching this on catch up, in which case, enjoy, and I hope your team gets the result that you wanted. Just doing a little bit of housekeeping before we get cracking. Everything is looking good with the stream. Everything's good with the spring on my microphone. And here we go. Right. Let's update you quickly. Let's update you quickly on... Oh, my word. Oh, it's the under-21s. EFL Trophy, Aston Villa under-21s 0, Bradford 1. Callum Kavanagh on 9 minutes, giving Bradford the lead. It was that man, Cole Palmer, on 13 minutes who's put Chelsea in the lead against Bournemouth. We have got... Let's go through. The games are just starting to kick off now, the 7:45 kickoffs. Plymouth will be hoping with the new manager. I wouldn't be able to pronounce his name. I knew it would be something difficult. Aston Villa under-21s 0, Bradford 2 now. Jack Shepherd on 15 minutes, doubling Bradford's lead. Yeah, Plymouth haven't won a game, or is it at home? I think it might be at home, since Bonfire Night 2024. So they'll be hoping that they're going to get a bounce under the new manager. Fingers crossed if you're a Plymouth Argyle fan. Just move me camera a touch. How's that? Right, there we go. Feel free to come and say hi in the live chat as well. Let us know what your thoughts are. Let's select a stream and get started. It might go a little bit blank. Right, no, we're good. We're golden, as they say. Yeah, there were some games that kicked off a little bit earlier, so we'll go through those. We'll go through those now. In the Premier League, it's currently Brentford 0, Manchester City 0. No Kyle Walker playing tonight. Is that deal done? Is he on his way to... Is he on his way to AC Milan? Is he on his way to Saudi Arabia? He's on his way to somewhere, because he isn't playing tonight. Chelsea 1, Bournemouth 0. Cole Palmer on 13 minutes. He's on fire, is the Iceman. And West Ham 0, Fulham 0. 17 minutes gone in those games. Moving over to the Championship, it is Cardiff 0, Watford 0. Plymouth Argyle 0, Oxford United 0. Both those games have just kicked off. In the National League, these games have just kicked off. Aldershot 0, Braintree 0, Altrincham 0, Maidenhead 0. Ebbsfleet 0, Yeovil 0, Forest Green 0, Barnet 0, Solihull Moors 0, Eastleigh 0. At half-time, it's Lincoln 0, Bolton Wanderers 1. That's in the EFL Trophy. Excuse me. And yeah, all these games are just kicking off now. An early goal there for Aldershot. Something new we've got for you, thanks to Flashgoer. Look along the bottom, all the goals as they come through. We've got our own little ticker tape going on along there. So even with the delay from YouTube, it's a pretty rapid service we can supply you with. Aldershot 0, Braintree 1, Cheltenham 1, Colchester 1. Colchester getting back on level terms there. And it was Lyle Taylor 3 minutes into added on time at the end of the first half, getting Colchester back level. There's some European games being played as well. We've got the Cup over in France, the Coupe de France, some Bundesliga football for you, a little bit of Serie A, some Scottish Championship football, and also some League Two. We've got Welsh. There's a load of football on tonight. What a good night if you're into your football. Barry 0, Haverfordwest 1. Gotta make sure. I thought we had some Scottish. Premiership football. Newton 0, Penybont 1. Where's the Scottish football tonight? Because I thought, unless it's tomorrow. Oh no, it is tonight. Dundee FC and Celtic. Be a good game that. Dundee FC not doing too bad this season. So Celtic, I mean, it's not going to affect the league, is it? They've won it, but it's who's going to come second now. And that's an 8 o'clock kickoff. That's why it's not showing so far. Speaking of Scottish football, an early goal for Livingston on 5 minutes. It's Livingston 1, Erdrionians 0. Erdrionians, they're just having an absolute shocker of a season, aren't they? An absolute shocker. Also, if you look around the screens, courtesy of AI Score, we've got the live match animations. Yes, they're small. The idea is that you can choose a match that you want to watch and you make it bigger. And you're laughing, aren't you? Everything, then you'll be able to see the number of corners, cards, red cards, any details you might want for your ACCA or your parlay if you're from Europe, ranks. The details are there. It was Scott Pittman on 5 minutes giving Livingston that 1-0 lead against Erdrionians. And Aldershot 0, Braintree 1, it was Lisby in the 2nd minute. Do you know, if you're Erdrionians, I did a live watch along earlier when the season, I think it might have been, it might have been a friendly, or it might have been one of the first matches, and they didn't look too bad, Erdrionians. And the season, they've just been absolute, I won't swear, but they've not been fantastic, have they? Let's be honest. So, yeah, if you're an Erdrionians fan, it's been a tough season. A proper tough season. And looking forward to tomorrow, although it's going to be a little bit of a struggle because over in Poland it is closed season for obvious reasons due to the weather, but they're starting the friendly matches now because on the 15th of February the season starts up again. Wisła are playing tomorrow. My beloved Wisła, and I don't think I'm going to be able to get a stream of it, which is frustrating. But I know it's only a friendly, but I'd still like to watch it. That's a goal correction. Livingston's goal scorer, it wasn't Pittman as initially said. It's now been given as an own goal to Lewis Strapp. Leamington 0, Chester 1, Peterborough 1, Walsall 0. And Plymouth Parkway 1, Bracknell 0. Plymouth Parkway, they need a result, don't they? They're in the bottom 4. And that's not where they want to be. Haguenau and Dunkirk, that has been postponed. And Altrincham and Maidenhead, it's Altrincham 1, Maidenhead 0. Lowestoft 0, Alvechurch 1. It was Gustav Lindgren on 7 minutes, putting Peterborough in the lead against Walsall. Walsall going great guns in the league, aren't they? Absolutely smashing it. I think out of all of the divisions around the UK, including Scotland, I think Walsall have got the biggest lead. I'm going from memory, but I'm pretty sure they got a whopper. I mean, this won't affect them because this is the EFL trophy, but it'll be a nice distraction from the league for Walsall. Aston Villa under 21s have pulled one back against Bradford City. It's now 1-2. Goal scorer to follow on that one. Kiri Pierre on 24 minutes. What a great name that is. Kiri Pierre. Who was it with the Alv Church goal? It was to follow. Not come through yet. Plymouth Parkway leading 1-0. Goal scorer, that's to follow. If Plymouth Parkway get this result tonight, let's have a look at the standings. Where will that take them against Bracknell? Bracknell are in 9th on 33 points. That would move Plymouth Parkway up 2 places. They'd go from 19th and in the drop zone to 17th, 2 places outside it on 27 points. But they just can't keep hold of a lead at the minute, it would appear. We definitely need to do that tonight if they can. Won't be no easy game that though, because Bracknell are going to be pushing, because they want to be pushing towards the playoff places as well. So it's not like there's no dead rubbers at this stage of the season, is there? But you know what I mean. It's not like you're either just looking at this. I'm getting distracted. Argyle down the left-hand side, crossed into the penalty area. What a save by the keeper there. Oh my word. It was a cross into the penalty area, first time side-footed shot from about the penalty spot, and the keeper stuck out a left arm and made a fantastic save. Alfreton 1, Brackley Town 0. Solihull Moors 0, Eastleigh 1. Don't get too comfortable, Eastleigh, with that lead, because we know what Solihull Moors are like. They are the comeback kings. It was Tyrese Shade on 10 minutes giving Eastleigh the lead. And Aston Villa under 21s 1, Bradford City 3 now. Bradford City pulling away again. And it's Gwynkamp 1, Socho 1. Plymouth Parkway 2, Bracknell 0. Could it be a good night? Empire Maker says, hello Jimmy. Hello Empire Maker, good to have you in the chat, my friend. I hope you're well. Over in Ireland, Glentoran 1, Crusaders 0. And Stratford 1, St Ives 0. Empire Maker says, I love the new effects at the bottom. Yeah, they're pretty good, mate, aren't they? The only problem is, it's alright at the minute. However, when you get a plethora of goals or full times and half times, it just starts pinging across. So trying to keep up with it is a little bit of a pain. I was saying earlier as well, I've had to make the animations a little bit smaller. However, if you want to watch one, what you got to do is zoom in. It's no biggie, is it? So a small price to pay. What do you think of Plymouth Argyle's new manager? I've never heard of him, I've got to say. But just watching that, just had a great early chance there, Plymouth Argyle. Good save by the keeper as well. Cross came in, side-footed from the penalty spot. Keeper stuck out a left arm. It was a strong left arm as well. Still 0-0. Stratford 1, St Ives 0. We've done that. Looking for have the goal scorer come up for Plymouth Parkway and Bracknell. It was Callum Johnson on 26 minutes getting Bradford's third against Villa under 21s. The first goal scorer for Plymouth Parkway was Hall on 5 minutes. Still waiting for the second goal scorer to come through. Over at the G-Tech Community Stadium, it's still Brentford 0, Man City 0. If you're joining us late, no Kyle Walker. He is not playing. Empire says it's the AFL. You don't know anyone. Welling 1, Hampton and Richmond 0. Red Letter Davy, an Erdrioниans fan. They've pulled level against Livingston. Chris Mockery on 13 minutes getting Erdrioниans back level. If Erdrioниans don't get relegated this season, it will be the comeback of all comebacks, won't it? I mean, they're doomed. But they've got to keep fighting, at least for the fans. Hendon 0, Horsham FC 1, and Bishop Stortford 0, Bromsgrove 1. It is the EFL, mate. Do you know what? I've got to say, I like the lower leagues as well. I like the Easterman. We got, you know, Southern Premier Leagues, NPL Premier, National League South. Plenty of good football to watch, isn't there? That's not the top 4 divisions, so shall we say. Empire Maker says, when I go to Tranmere players, the opposition players mean the same to me as Bill the Plumber. You want to try supporting a Polish team, mate? Oh, blimey. Bishop Stortford 0, Bromsgrove 1. Peterborough 2, Walsall 0. Peterborough having a night off, aren't they, in the Cup? And Glenavon 1, Dundela 0. Matlock 1, Prescott 0. I wonder if Radcliffe are playing tonight. I don't think they are. Radcliffe are needing a result. Lots of League 2 football tomorrow night. No doubt. Empire Maker will be watching AFC Wimbledon and Tranmere. West Ham have taken the lead against Fulham. That is Solar on 31 minutes. West Ham 1, Fulham 0. The new manager will be delighted with that. Scarborough 0, Kidderminster 1. Aldershot 1, Braintree 0. Aldershot getting back on level terms there. Institute 0, Loughgall 1, and Alfreton 1, Brackley Town 1. Brackley Town getting back on level terms there. What have you been up to, Empire Maker? Anything exciting, mate? I bet you've been busy with work, no doubt. Oh, that's a score correction. Glenavon 0, Dundela 0. So that goal's been ruled out. Not sure what for, though. In the Championship, over in England, it's still Cardiff 0, Watford 0, Plymouth 0, Oxford United 0. Empire Maker says, you're getting technical now, mate. Tranmere are shit, and one of my colleagues support Wimbledon. Mate, are you fearing the worst when you go into work on the next day? Aldershot 1, Braintree 1. It was James Henry on 16 minutes, getting Aldershot back on level terms there. West Ham have just scored again. It's West Ham 2, Fulham 0. Blimey. What amazing what a new manager can do, innit? It was Souček on 33 minutes. So just 2 minutes between the two goals there. West Ham fans will be they'll be aching tomorrow. The fans, they're not used to celebrating, are they? Gateshead 0, Halifax 1. See who the goal scorer was there. I don't think it'll be through yet. It is... No, it's not come through. Do you know in the lower leagues, do you know they have like a club secretary, don't they? And they've got the electronic device that whenever anything happens, they've got so many minutes. I think it might be, is it 2 minutes or 3 minutes, where they've got to send the details through, and then it goes through to the central database and it gets spread out between, excuse me, it gets sent out to the, you know, like to Flash Score or Live Score or whoever, you know, AI Score and all that. And they've only got a few minutes before I think they'll start getting the collar felt if they're not quick enough. Gateshead 0, Halifax 1. It was Owen Bray on 16 minutes putting Halifax into the lead. Leyton Orient 1, Derby 0. Charlie Kelman on 20 minutes giving Leyton Orient the lead. That's in the FA Cup, isn't it? I'm not sure. I can't remember who Leyton Orient and Derby, the winner, who they play in the FA Cup. I can't remember. But up north of the border in Scotland, an early goal for Celtic. Luke McCowan on 5 minutes, making it Dundee 0, Celtic 1. Empire Maker says, I will eat loads of chocolate on Sunday and projectile vomit the next day. Well, mate. Well, mate. It's, yeah. It's a pain, isn't it, when that happens? But think positive. That's what I wanted to ask you as well. Nigel Adkins, what's his relationship like with the fans? Will the fans stick with him or will they want him out? Just watching this Celtic goal here, it's a cross. Oh, what a good goal. I thought he was going to shoot from about 35 yards. He didn't. Crossed it into the box and McCowan came in from the right-hand side. Lovely header. Put it past the keeper to his right-hand side. That's a good goal from Celtic. Leyton Orient 1, Derby 0. We've done that. Spalding 0, Stourbridge 1. And yeah, confirmation that Dundee 0, Celtic 1. Empire Maker says the Tranmere fans, they want Nigel Adkins out. Is that a recent thing, mate, or has it been going on for quite a while? I mean, the Bullard, they've stuck with him, haven't they? They've given him, maybe, I don't know if they've given him financial support, but they've given him a back-in. In respect of they're giving him time to turn around, but how much more time are they going to give him? Yeah, Empire Maker says a few months. Yeah, I don't know how much more time he'll get, because they're getting pulled into that relegation battle, aren't they, instead of pushing towards the playoff places. Over in Europe, it's Eintracht Frankfurt 0, Freiburg 1, and FC United 0, Gainsborough 1. Oh, in the Premier League, Nottingham Forest 1, Liverpool 0. Been watching this as well. Liverpool are battering Forest, but I missed the goal actually. Taunton 1, Gosport 0, and Connors Quay 1, Barla 0. just wondering who the goal scorer was. It was Chris Wood on 8 minutes. An assist from Anthony Elanga if you've had that in your hacker. The Empire Maker says, if we get battered by Wimbledon, he will get the sacking. Empire Maker says, apparently the Liverpool match is the most important game so far this season. Well, I don't agree. But I think the most important game was last week when they played Manchester United. Aldershot 2, Braintree 1, and Leyton Orient 1, Derby 1. Brown for Derby, getting them back on level terms in the FA Cup. Did you see the Man United game, mate, on Sunday? Away at Arsenal in the FA Cup. Did you think Delors should have been sent off? And do you think it was a penalty? I'll give you my thoughts. I think, yeah, Delors should have been sent off. Whether you make contact or not, if you dive in like that and the player's got to take avoiding action, you're going to get a yellow card. As for the penalty, I think it was soft. I've seen it a couple of times since, and it's really soft. But that's just my opinion. Royston 0, AFC Telford 1, and Alfreton 1, Brackley Town 2. Empire Meg says it looked like a league match. Yeah, it looked like a Sunday league match. I don't know. I've got to say I enjoyed it. Maybe it's because I've got skin in the game, but I thought the cross from Garnacho for Bruno Fernandes's opener, that was pretty good. But it was always going to be a tight affair, wasn't it? Do you know, when you look at Arsenal's attack, they rely on Odegaard outside the box playing that ball in behind the defence and the keeper and hoping somebody's going to come onto it. And it's with good effect because they did it a few times. I think Declan Rice will be disappointed that he couldn't convert his header. He should have done better with that. It was a good save. It was a good save from Bayinda, but if he could have headed it, he can't if he'd have headed it down. There's no way the keeper's saving that. But easy sat in an armchair, innit? Welling 1, Hampton and Richmond 1, Altrincham 2, Maidenhead 0, Barry 1, Haverfordwest 1, Barry getting back on level terms there. Stratford have doubled their lead against St Ives. It's now 2-0 to the home side. Connors Key to Barler 0. It was Josh Barrett on 24 minutes with Aldershot second, putting them into the lead. And Alex Newby on 26 minutes, doubling Altringham's lead against Maidenhead. Still, Nottingham Forest 1, Liverpool 0. Still it's all Liverpool. Stats are going to be funny at the end of the game. What the possession stats are. Exeter and Mansfield. That was postponed tonight, by the way, due to the FA Cup. So it's not like it's weather related. It was postponed well in advance. Chelsea have just Cole Palmer there with a lovely cross. Wow. Chelsea should have made that 2-0 against Bournemouth. Hopefully, if you're a Chelsea fan, it won't come back to haunt them. Eintracht Frankfurt 1, Freiburg 1. Frankfurt getting back on level terms there. Scarborough at 1, Kidderminster 2. Kidderminster going back into the lead there. They took the lead on 15 minutes through Kuyar. Colville on 16 minutes, just 60 seconds later levelled things up. But Kidderminster back in the lead on 27 minutes, goal scorer to follow. Just having a look at the league standings. Colchester, they need that victory really. They lost on New Year's Day to Rush Hall after winning the previous 4, but they're still top of the league. However, Curzon Ashton are just 1 point behind, as are Kings Lynn. Kings Lynn, they've played 3 games more, but Curzon Ashton, they're a game behind as well, so they could do with a victory tonight. Kidderminster, Scarborough could do with a victory because they don't want to get dragged into a relegation battle. Sort of 9 points away from it, but you know how things can change quickly. You only need a bad run and you're suddenly sucked into a survival battle. Empire Maker says, what's your opinion on the Supercopa de Española being played in Saudi? Don't know, I think it's money, isn't it? It's definitely about money. And Peterborough 2, Walsall 1. Danny Johnson on 30 minutes, pulling one back for Walsall. It was a lucky finish though. He got deflected as he shot. He'll take it though. Empire Maker, what do you know this? Speaking about Spanish football and money, you know this Omo that Barcelona, they've got the issue, haven't they, over the contract, and if it goes pear-shaped for them, they're going to have to pay his wages until 2030, and they don't get the player. But they're that skin, they've started doing weddings at the stadium and that to get some money coming in, and yet you keep seeing them linked with all sorts of players who aren't cheap. And it's like, how are they going to put these bids in? Where's the money coming from? If you're that skint that you're doing weddings at your stadium, you've got money issues. But I don't know what's going on with this contract. Peterborough 3, Walsall 1. Gustav lingering on 31 minutes, increasing Peterborough's lead after Walsall just pulled one back. But that's 2 on the evening as well for Lindgren. It's half-time, Brentford 0, Man City 0. Welling 2, Hampton and Richmond 1. Preston 1, Charlton 0. Marlow 1, Tiverton 0. Alfreton 1, Brackley Town 3. Altrincham 3, Maidenhead 0. But yeah, they are desperate for income, are the Spanish teams. Real Madrid are not much better, you know. When they brought these rules in, you know, the fair play, it was always going to be... Oh, that was a lovely finish there from Lindgren. Osmajic on 32 minutes, putting Preston in the lead against Charlton, and it was Regan Linney with a 33-minute penalty, making it Altrincham 3, Maidenhead 0. Empire Maker says, I think Barker should do a squad clear out and develop Le Messiah. They won't do it. They will not do it. Still Nottingham Forest 1, Liverpool 0. yeah, they won't do it. For one, the fans won't put up with it. And two, I think they're absolutely terrified that if they start dropping down. I mean, if somebody comes in for a player and they say it's Barcelona, it's Real Madrid, it's like, yeah, we'll go. You know, if they start having a bit of a khaki run, think of Man United now. Who wants to go to Manchester United at the minute? Not many. Not many. Because if you're 24, 25, 26, and somebody says, right, we're going to start building a squad, we're going to, well, if that's 4 or 5, that's your best years gone, while you're just building a squad. And I think Barcelona, if they start rebuilding, there's no guarantee, is there, that you're going to rebuild quickly. Because when you think, if your first rebuild doesn't work, then that could be 3-4 years. If your second rebuild doesn't work, then you're looking at 8 years, 9 years. 10 years could go by where you're absolutely in the wilderness, the money doesn't come in, you're up a gum tree without a paddle, as they say. Empire Maker reckons Barcelona can have 2 bad seasons and start to develop again. I think in the past that's been the case in the past. However, as Man City are going to find out, you can't just suddenly throw money at players, build a squad, and where it's weak, start throwing money at players to get the best players. It's this fair play rule is going to catch a lot of people out, for sure. Lowestoft 0, Alvechurch 2, Leamington 0, Chester 3, Hales 0-1, Stamford 0, and Hendon 0, Horsham FC 2. Empire Mix says, did you hear what Roy Keane had to say about Trent's defending after the Liverpool-Man United match? I didn't, mate. I didn't. I was over in Poland and I did watch it, but I was a little bit worse for wear. So I didn't. He's just starting to get on my nerves a little bit, Roy Keane. I still like him and everything he did at United, fantastic and what have you. But it's just he's just starting to get on my tits a little bit, if I'm honest. What did he actually? What did he say? I'm assuming he wasn't complimentary. He was a little bit unlucky, Trent, but you know, it's not what you would want to see if you were Real Madrid and you're expecting him to come to you. That'd maybe knock a few shekels off his price tag as well. Glentoran 2, Crusaders 0. It's half-time, Chelsea 1, Bournemouth 0, West Ham 2, Fulham 0. Half-time in both those matches. And it's still half-time, Brentford 0, Man City 0. Cardiff 0, Watford 0 in the Championship, and it's still Plymouth Argyle 0, Oxford United 0. Plymouth have had a great chance earlier on, and it was a great save by the keeper. And it genuinely was a great save by the keeper. Gwynkamp 1, Socho 1. Gwynkamp getting back on level terms there. Empire Maker says, people are saying Trent should go to Real Madrid with that defending. He should go to bloody Tranmere. He wouldn't get in Tranmere's team, mate. Not when you've got Norman at right back. He's got his scoring boots on, hasn't he, lately? Merthyr Town 1, AFC Tottenham 0, Ebbsfleet 0, Yeovil 1. Where do you think Marcus Rashford's going to go, mate? Do you think he's going to go to? Was it Monaco who were the latest to throw the hat into the ring? I've seen Monaco. I've seen Chelsea. Ebbsfleet 0, Yeovil 1. It was Sean McGurk on 38 minutes, putting Yeovil into the lead. Do you have a feeling where Rashford's going to end up? He's not staying at United, is he? So, do you know? I bet. Call me cynical, right? Call me cynical. I reckon if Rashford got an offer from Saudi and somebody said, we'll pay you £1 million a week, it's been done already. If someone offered Marcus Rashford £1 million a week, he would take it, I reckon. I just get the feeling, my personal view, Rashford will go to a local Sunday League club. That's Empire Maker's view. I just get the feeling that he's fallen out of love with football. And I think he would go purely for the money and to secure his own future, like it's not already secure. But, here we go. Plymouth Parkway 2, Bracknell 1. Bracknell pulling one back there. Plymouth Parkway need a victory tonight, that is for sure. Glenavon 1, Dundalk 0. Hopefully that one will stick if you're a Glenavon fan. Tonbridge 0, Eastbourne Borough 1, Cardiff Met 0, TNS 1. TNS are going well this season. Aldershot 2, Braintree 2. Braintree getting back on level terms. And Preston 1, Charlton 1. Luke Berry on 40 minutes getting Charlton back on level terms. Chertsey 1, Poole 0. And Scarborough back on level terms with Kidderminster. It is now 2-2. Do you know what? The other thing I think with Marcus Rashford, I think if he went to a team, say, right, no, let's say he went to Tranmere, right? Do you think he would drag Tranmere up by their bootstraps and have them flying up the league? Not a chance. He isn't that sort of character. I would sooner have Patrick on the left than Marcus Rashford. That is for sure. There's some players, you know, that if they went into a lower league, they would make a real difference to a team. And I don't get the impression that Marcus Rashford is one of those players. Have Celtic just scored? No, they haven't. Blimey. Just come rattled off the crossbar from about 7 yards out off his head. Hebburn Town 0, Morpeth 2, Taunton 2, Gosport 0, Plymouth Parkway 3, Bracknell 1. Plymouth Parkway, keep it going. City Ground, it's still Forest 1, Liverpool 0, Wood on 8 minutes. Giving Forest a lead after they were getting absolutely battered by Liverpool. But it's a funny old game. It's a funny old game, football. So they'll take it for sure, Nottingham Forest. Yeah, I am not sure where Marcus Rashford will go. I don't think he'll go to Tottenham. FC Empire Mix says FC United or Manchester United. Well, if he went to FC United, he wouldn't make one jot of difference. He just isn't that character. And he might put a good performance in early on, but once he realises, nah, it's not for me, he'll just do what he's done at United for the last 2 or 3 years. Stand on the wing with a sulking face and an awful body language, score the occasional goal, not really run back, and yeah, just pick up a nice wage. And like I say, if somebody offered him £1 million a week in Saudi Arabia, for the end of his England career, wouldn't it? But I think he'd take it. I reckon that's what his character is, personally. Aldershot 2, Braintree 2, John Akinde on 40 minutes, getting Braintree back on level terms. Let's have a quick look. Lots of half times now in the Premier League. Brentford 0, Manchester City 0, Chelsea 1, Bournemouth 0, Cole Palmer on 13 minutes, I think it was. West Ham 2, Fulham 0, and 29 minutes gone. This was an 8 o'clock kickoff. Nottingham Forest 1, Liverpool 0. Wood the scorer. In the Championship, just coming to half-time, Cardiff 0, Watford 0, Plymouth Argyle, oh, Plymouth Argyle 0, Oxford United 0. What's going on here at Plymouth? What is going on at Plymouth? Big chance. It is indeed. Normal service has been resumed. Plymouth 0, Oxford United 1. Could see that coming. Altrincham 4, Maidenhead 0, Chertsey 1, Poole 1. Oxford down the left-hand side. It was just a long ball into the channel. Where's the defence? It's wide open. Oh, my word. That is shot. What a shot, though, from about 20, 22 yards into the top corner. Keeper, no chance, diving to his right-hand side. But Plymouth's defence was just wide open. Oh, dear me. That is shocking. It was Will Vaulks just before half-time, 44 minutes gone. And that will sink Plymouth supporters' hearts. That will sink Plymouth supporters' hearts. And I'll tell you for why. They had a great chance early on, Plymouth. Fantastic save by the Oxford keeper. And then you're thinking, you're getting your hopes up, aren't you? Yeah. It's a new manager. This is more like it. And then just before half-time, awful defending like that. There was so much space. That was Sunday League. That was Sunday League defending. And they go and defend like they did in the FA Cup at a Premiership team. And then against Oxford, they defend like that. Go figure. Altrincham 4, Maidenhead 0, Alex Newby, 45 minutes. That's a hat-trick for Newby. Chertsey 1, Poole 1, Royston 1, AFC Telford 1. Royston getting back on level terms there. Guingamp 1, Sochaux 2, Reims 1, Monaco 0. There's quite a bit of European Cup action going on tonight. Up in Scotland, it's still Dundee FC 0, Celtic 1. Celtic with a good goal, early doors there, 5 minutes in. Almost had another as well, just rattled off the crossbar, a header from about 8 yards out. In the Championship up in Scotland, it's Dunfermline 0, Livingston 1, Erdrionians 1. Erdrionians going behind, as you would expect, but in fairness to them, they have got an equaliser, and we're just coming up to the end of the first half there, 1-1. League 2 in Scotland, it's Peterhead 0, Stranraer 0. In Wales, it is Barry 1, Haverfordwest 1. This is in the Welsh Premier. Carnarvon 0, Flint 0, Cardiff Met 0, TNS 1. Newtown 0, Penybont 1, and Connors Quay 2, Barlet 0. Merthyr Town 1, AFC Totton 1. AFC Totton getting back on level terms there. Over in Europe in the French Cup, most of the games are 0-0, just coming up to half-time. Haguenau and Dunkirk, that was postponed. All the other games are 0-0 apart from Guingamp 1, Sochaux 2, Le Mans 1, Valenciennes 0, and Reims 1, Monaco 0. Germany in the Bundesliga, an earlier kick-off, it finished Holstein Kiel 4, Dortmund 2. Kiel had a player sent off there. 3 other games that are being played, it's just reached half-time. Bayer Leverkusen 0, Mainz 0, Eintracht Frankfurt 1, Freiburg 1, and Wolfsburg 1, Bayern Mönchengladbach 0. Serie A, an earlier game, it's a full-time score. Como 1, AC Milan 2. And it's half-time now. Atalanta 0, Juventus 0. Gateshead 0, FC Halifax 2. And in the Copa del Rey, it's Rennes 0, Valencia 0. 32 minutes gone in that match. Leamington 0, Chester 4. Chester going great guns tonight. It was Caton on 7 minutes opened the scoring for Chester. Piers on 10 minutes doubled the lead. Willoughby on 34 minutes made it 0-3. 1 minute into added on time at the end of the first half, Meredith got his marching orders. He saw red. And 4 minutes into added on time at the end of the first half, it is Leamington 0, Chester 4. Goal scorer to follow. Standings wise, that moves Chester into 5th place on 43 points. Leamington, they're in 17th on 29 points. Need to be careful they don't get dragged into a relegation battle there. Leamington 29 points and just 8 in front of Radcliffe, but Radcliffe have got 2 games in hand as well, so they need to be a little bit careful there. Royston 2, AFC Telford 1, Alfreton 2, Brackley Town 3. The goal scorer for Halifax getting their second was Oluwabere, 1 minute into added on time at the end of the first half. Swindon 0, Birmingham 1. That is that's EFL Trophy playoffs. That's in the second half. It's just started. Birmingham taking a lead away at Swindon. Right, it was Yokoyama on 49 minutes. He's put some goals in for Birmingham this season. Hopefully everything's good with the stream. I've not checked it actually, volumes-wise. Connors Quay 3, Barler 0. Bayer Leverkusen 1, Mainz 0. That game's just started the second half. And it was Grimaldo on 49 minutes. Leverkusen had plenty of possession in that match. They need a victory to hang on to the coattails of Bayern Munich. They're still a point behind. If they can manage a victory tonight, they'll still be a point behind, but Bayern have got a game in hand as well. Mainz, they're in 5th on 28 points. Won the last 3 Mainz as well. So they've been going pretty well. So it's a tough game for Leverkusen, but they have taken a 1-0 lead. And Connors Quay 3, Barler 0. Hughes on 4 minutes, Hughes on 9 minutes, and Nash on 33 minutes, giving Connors Quay that 3-0 lead in the first half. 33 minutes gone there. And it's a big match because they are 7th and 8th in the lead. In the league, sorry. If it stays as is, Connors Quay will be in 7th. Barler will be in 8th. They'll both be level on points, on 29 points. But Connors Quay have got a 9 better goal difference. Bournemouth have got a penalty. So we'll see if we can watch this one live. Yeah, that's a penalty. That is a penalty. Oh, don't do that. Oh. Come on, Jimmy, you plum. Get a grip. I want to watch the penalty live. Loads of football on tonight. Scored. It was a good penalty, that. Just watching it again. Cliver, no problems. No problem at all. Stutter, stutter, stutter. Keeper went to his right. He kind of went to the left-ish. But he just gave the keeper the eyes. Chelsea 1, Bournemouth. Bournemouth 1. Just want to have a quick look as well at this. Skiing's on as well. I do like my skiing, I've got to say. West Ham 2, Fulham 1. Fulham getting a goal back there. Who's the goal scorer? Where is that game? I need more TVs. I need more TVs. Are we having a look at offside here? Oh, it went through the keeper. What's he doing? It was played into the box from the left-hand side. Nobody got a touch. And Fabianski, it's just, he put his arms out, like spread himself wide. He didn't need to. He could have caught it. I think he was hoping there was going to be a touch, or he was anticipating a touch that never came, and it just went almost straight through him. West Ham 2, Fulham 1. Shot comes in there from Fulham. High wide and handsome though, not troubling Fabianski. Let's just have a quick mooch over to the City ground and see what's going on with Liverpool and Nottingham Forest. Had a half chance there, did Nottingham Forest. It was a poor pass in the end from Elanga from the right side of the penalty area. 43 minutes gone, still Nottingham Forest 1, Liverpool 0. Dundee FC 1, Celtic 1. Dundee getting back on level terms there, north of the border. It's hard to get excited about results like this though, isn't it? Because, and how did the Celtic players really get up for it? I suppose when you're at home and you've got the crowd behind you, you've no choice. But when you're away, the season's, the league's won, isn't it? Adewumi on 41 minutes with an assist from Robertson, getting Dundee FC back on level terms. Throw from the left-hand side there for Nottingham Forest. No distance on it though. And that'll be an easy clearance for Liverpool. Forest just taking the time now in possession down that left-hand side. You're throwing to Liverpool. Just 60 seconds plus stoppage time to go at the end of this first. Walking 2, Derby under 21s 0. Throwing down the line there from Trent, headed back by Forest. Back with Allison. Over to Robertson on this left-hand side. Back to Virgin van Dijk. He's strolling forward. Nobody really... It's all very static, this. I think after that first blitz from Liverpool in the first 15 minutes where Forest were just getting absolutely battered. And then that's a poor pass. Forest in possession easily there. A little bit pending. Trying to play it out down that right-hand side. Alanga doing well. Woody breaking down the right. He's no pace, has he? He got a little shove in the back there. Referee's letting play go on. That'll be a blimey. They've just given a throw in to Nottingham Forest to Liverpool because they didn't have a clue who it came off. And what did they do? They gave it to the defending team. Institute 0, Loughgall 2. Loughgall doubling their lead there. Just a 1 minute of added on time being played at the City Ground. Liverpool on the right hand side with Salah, plays it back inside to Trent, back to Salah. They'll be trying to get back on level terms for sure before half time. Remember that rule of 17? Only one in 17 matches will a team that is winning at half time come away with no points. It's just the way it works. So if Forest are winning at half time, Liverpool might get a draw. But only 1 in 17 would Nottingham Forest lose. That is half time. Notts Forest fans, they're well up for it, cheering their team off at half time. Slots having a word with the fourth official there. I think he's saying maybe he wants more time adding on or something. Don't know what he's panicking for. A draw will do and won't it? Then they'll turn... Alright. Argyle's losing. Normal service has been resumed. Frankie James, she's a Plymouth maid. She's a Plymouth maid, born and bred. Strong in the arm and thick in the head. It's half time now. North of the border, Dundee 1, Celtic 1. Still 0-0, 59 minutes gone. Brentford 0, Man City 0. I'm missing having a bag of mini cheddars now or cheesy Wotsits. I'm on a diet. I've got an operation at the end of February, so I've got to lose a bit of weight. And going to Poland before Christmas markets, plenty of food, plenty of beer. Then you have Christmas. Yeah. At home, plenty of food, plenty of beer. Then I went back to Poland after Christmas. More food, more beer. And it's like, enough now, Jimmy, enough. Get a grip on your weight. We've got a cruise coming up as well in... I don't know, I think it's March. Yeah, and that's always good for putting weight on, isn't it? Plenty of food, plenty of beer. Oh, dear. I'm going to get gout at this rate. Excuse me. Let's have a quick look where we are still. Premier League. City, Still drawing away at Brentford. Still Chelsea 1, Bournemouth 1, West Ham 2, Fulham 1. Half time now, Nottingham Forest 1, Liverpool 0. England Championship. Cardiff 0, Watford 0. Half time, Plymouth 0, Oxford United 1. Awful defending again from Plymouth Argyle. Good finish, but shouldn't have even had the chance really in the build-up. No League One football tonight. Exeter should have played Mansfield. That was postponed because of FA Cup action. And Preston 2, Charlton 1. No League 2 action tonight. Cheltenham 2, Colchester 1. In the National League, it's half-time, Aldershot 2, Braintree 2. Just started the second half, Altrincham 4, Maidenhead 0. Half-time, Ebbsfleet 0, Yeovil 1. Forest Green 0, Barnet 0. Half-time there, Gateshead 0, FC Halifax 2. Half-time there, just started the second half. The comeback Kings are behind, Solihull Moors 0, Eastleigh 1. It was Osmajic with the second goal for Preston. I think that's a brace for him tonight, isn't it? Cheltenham 2, Colchester 1. Wolfsburg 2, Mönchengladbach 0. And in the FA Cup, big goal, Mansfield 0, Wigan 1. Over in Wales, Carnarvon 1, Flint 0. Just trying to find the... it was Asgard on 48 minutes giving Wigan that 1-goal lead. Yeah, Preston took the lead on 32 minutes through Osmajic. Then Berry on 40 minutes levelled things up. Preston, with that man Osmajic again, a brace on the evening. He's put Preston 2-1 into the lead. Wishful thinking there. Plymouth Argyle getting 2-1 lead. Yeah, that Wigan goal scorer, Asgard. In the National League Cup, it is Woking 2, Derby under-21s 0. That's in the 90th minute now. So a good result there for Woking. Newtown 0, Penybont 2. Penybont. Any of you have done your military service, don't worry. No doubt that sends a shiver down your spine. 4 seasons in 1 minute. And EFL trophy, it's a full-time score. An earlier kick off that. Lincoln 0, Bolton 1. Just the 1 goal in the game from Aaron a G-string. From, what was his last name? Collins on 21 minutes. Good finish. I thought he cocked it up actually. Got into the penalty area, 1-on-1 with the keeper, a little bit wide, but got a second bite of the cherry and put it away. Oh, that'd be a good one for... Who was the goal scorer? I've just said Berry. That was in the Preston game, wasn't it? I'll have to use that one in future. Berry. Didn't need a second bite of the cherry. Who needs Jeff Stelling? And that is the final score now. Woking 2, Derby under-21s 0. Another full time coming in. Cheltenham 2, Colchester 1. There's a goal in the Brentford Man City game. No, it's offside. Forget it. 0-0. Brentford 0, Man City 0. Nothing to report there. Cheltenham 2, Colchester 1. We've done that one. That's a final score. Well, that's a final score now. Cheltenham 2, Colchester 1. What the hell was the keeper doing there? Added on time there. The corner came in. The keeper's caught it. And as he's put both of his feet down, he's almost put the ball up. Ready for, out of both of his hands, for somebody to volley into the net. Keeper's had a shocker there. There has been a goal. Brentford 0. Man City 1. What a goal. What a goal. "66 minutes gone. Phil Foden. He's fired City into the lead. I want to see this again. So it was a long clearance from the keeper. It wasn't a good clearance, actually. Kevin De Bruyne did well to hold it up. Then De Bruyne comes wide on the right-hand side, puts a lovely cross in. Foden on the... He put the cross in along the 6-yard box from the right-hand side. And Foden, he just stuck out a left leg and guided it past the keeper to the keeper's right. He literally... He put it right in the corner off the post as well, and he meant to do it, giving the keeper absolutely no chance. A lesser skilled player would have tried just to make sure he got it on target, not Phil Foden. What a good finish that was. Brentford 0, Man City 1. Gateshead have pulled one back against FC Halifax, but it's still Gateshead 1, Halifax 2. Eintracht Frankfurt 2, Freiburg 1. Frankfurt taking the lead. Lowestoft 0, Alvechurch 3. And gets worse for Mansfield in the FA Cup. Mansfield 0, Wigan 2. And it was Luke Hannant on 50 minutes, pulling one back for Gateshead from the penalty spot. West Ham 3, Fulham 1. Let's have a look at this goal. I'm going to wear the buttons out here at this rate. Tell you, Fabianski will be pleased about this. So Fulham, they're playing it about at the back. Played the ball to the keeper. He's not under pressure. What's he doing? Oh my word. Keeper, edge of the box. He's dilly-dallying. Knows the player's coming. And doesn't make his mind up. I think it was, is it Ings? Putting him under pressure. It is. And Ings has just come across, took the ball off the keeper. And pressed it. And... the ball's gone to Paqueta, who was about 5 yards away, and he's just put it into an empty net. Suicidal that from Fulham, or from the keeper. West Ham 3, Fulham 1. Chelsea 1, Bournemouth 2. Right, come on, where's this goal now? Let's have a look. I need more tellies. It was just a ball to the edge of the box to Semenyo. He's had time to control it, turn, and just to the left of the 6-yard box, about 12 yards out, he just smashed it past the keeper. Keeper had no chance. Simple football, but effective football, that's for sure. So after they took the lead, Chelsea, on 13 minutes with Cole Palmer, they're now behind. Semenyo on 68 minutes, making it 1-2. Chelsea are in here. What a tackle that was! I thought Chelsea were just going to equalise there, Jackson, and just as he's going to pull the trigger just to keep it to beat, I don't know who the defender is there, number 2. He's just come sliding in. That was goalward bound as well. What a good block that was. So it'll be a corner to Chelsea. Atalanta 0, Juventus 1. Big goal that in Serie A. And Hales 0-2, Stamford 0. Glentoran 2, Crusaders 1. Crusaders pulling one back there, but still trailing. It was Kalulu for Juventus, giving them a 1-0 lead at Atalanta. That's a big... If that stays like it is, that's a big goal for Juventus, because Atalanta are currently in 3rd place on 42 points. Inter are in 2nd on 43. Napoli in P1, 47 points. But Juventus, they're on 36 points. That put them within 6 of Atalanta. Inter at the top have still got 2 games in hand though as well, so it's tight at the top in Serie A. Loose pass there from Chelsea. Glentoran 2, Crusaders 1, we've done that. Taunton 2, Gosport 1. Let's have a quick look and see how... Let's have a look and see how's Plymouth Parkway doing? Plymouth Parkway, oh, they're winning. There's 53 minutes gone. Plymouth Parkway are winning by 3 goals to 1, but they've had a player sent off. That player was sent off. I don't know, I missed that. Wanacott on... They missed it. He was sent off on 18 minutes, and on 37 minutes, Rollinson pulled one back for Bracknell, making it 2-1. However, in the 40th minute, just before half-time, Scarf made it 3-1 to Plymouth Parkway, despite being down to 10 men. So it's... they're doing okay. Fingers crossed if you're a Plymouth Parkways fan. Taunton 2, Gosport 1. Peterhead 1, Stranraer 0, and Eintracht Frankfurt 3, Freiburg 1. Ebbsfleet 1, Yeovil 1. Ebbsfleet getting back on level terms there. Chelsea are trying to work something there. Cleared by Bournemouth. Let's have a look and see how... there's Masters Snooker on as well, if you're interested in that. Swindon 1, Birmingham 1. Ooh, Cardiff and Watford still 0-0. Cardiff have just had a shot there. Whistled past the keeper's right-hand post. Claiming for a corner. Not going to be given though. Let's see how Brentford are doing against Manchester City. Still Brentford 0, Manchester City 1. Brentford on the attack here down this left-hand side. De Bruyne doing some defensive work there. Brentford still in possession. Bastia 0, Nice 1. And it's now all square in the French Cup. Guingamp 2, Sochaux 2. Guingamp getting back on level terms. They're in here, Brentford. Put it in. Oh, you plum. He was offside. Referees' flags, assistants' flags gone up. It was a ball played into the edge of the box there by Brentford. Plenty of space as well. Well, that's why he had the space. There was 2, possibly 3 Brentford players offside. Poor finish, he dragged it wide of, it was shared. Dragged it wide of the keeper's right-hand post anyway. Gundogan's going to be coming on here for City. And it's going to be Kovacic, the man to come off. Welling 2, Hampton and Richmond 2. Hampton and Richmond getting back on level terms there. And north of the border again, Dunfermline 0, 1. Let's have a look, see if Liverpool and Forest is back underway. We are, 47 minutes gone. Liverpool in down the right-hand side here. Gets the byline pulled back. Cleared by Elanga. Robertson will pick that up though. Edge of the box, Arnold trying to bulldoze his way through. Cleared by Forest. And it is Wolfsburg 3, Mönchengladbach 0. And now I don't know what Liverpool were doing there. It's a throw-in to Forest down the right-hand side, midway inside Liverpool's half. Forest on the attack. Elanga getting out muscled there. Liverpool trying to break. Loose pass. Szoboszlai, what's he going to do? Wants a free kick, he won't get one. Forest trying to break here. That's a poor pass from Elanga. He was trying to play it through the middle for Wood. I got nowhere near him. Nowhere near him. Spalding United 1, Stourbridge 1. Spalding United getting back on level terms. And Marlow 1, Tiverton 1. Tiverton getting back level. Manchester City have just doubled their lead against Brentford. It's Brentford 0, Manchester City 2. Let's have a see what happened there. Have a look. Brentford wanted a foul. The player got dispossessed. Shot came in at the keeper, and it came in at Flecken. It was right at him from about 6 yards out. It kind of hit him. He didn't really get a chance to push it away. And on the rebound, it looked like Phil Foden followed in. Yeah, a second for Foden. Brentford 0, Man City 2. 2 for Phil Foden on the night. 78 minutes gone in that match, almost 79. Looks pretty comfortable at the minute for Manchester City. Oh, Plymouth Parkway. Plymouth Parkway 3, Bracknell 2. Parkway down to 10 men as well. I'm pretty desperate for a win. City trying to come down the right-hand side here. Loose pass, thought that'll be a throw-in to Brentford. Right, let's get back to Liverpool. See how they're pitching 1, Redditch 0. Forrester coming down the left-hand side here. Cuts inside. Shot comes in, deflected. It's gone high in the air. It's going to land near the penalty spot. Virgin van Dijk gets his head to it. And there's been another goal. West Ham 3, Fulham 2. Let's have a look at this one. What happened here? Yeah, I'm going to have to invest in some more TVs. Oh my word. It's almost a carbon copy. Fabianski. He's waiting again. A cross came in. He's waiting for a touch that never came, and it's just gone a foot to the left-hand side of him. Oh dear. Big goal Cardiff 1, Watford 0, Chesterfield 0, Rotherham 1. Chesterfield 0, Rotherham 1 is now finished as well. Late goal there for Rotherham. Later on, we'll try and put the highlights up of these matches, and when you watch them, you'll see what I mean with Fabianski. It was almost a carbon copy in the way that he was waiting for something to happen in front of him, somebody to get a touch on the ball. It never came, and he's rooted to the spot. Both times going to his left-hand side. Fulham are on the attack here again now. Edge of the box. Chance for a shot to come in. Good save by Fabianski. Low down to his left-hand side and cleared by West Ham. Redeemed himself there, did the keeper. Plymouth have equalised. Plymouth have equalised against Oxford United. Let's have a look, see if we can get the action for that one. Got to find it first. Scrolling up and down here. And it was Rami Al-Hajj on 63 minutes, getting Plymouth back level. Here we go. Plymouth down the left-hand side there. It looks like a cross coming in from the left-hand side. First time header from Hajj, about 7-8 yards out. He's put it to the keeper's left-hand side. Nothing the keeper could do about that. So all things square at Home Park. North of the border. Dundee 1, Celtic 2. And Manchester City, here's me saying that game's done. Maybe not so fast, Jimmy James. Maybe not so fast. Brentford 1, Manchester City 2. It was a cross from the left-hand side. It was played backwards, so he's not offside. Sorted his feet out. Put it past the keeper from 6 yards out. The pressure's on now for Pep. It was 82 minutes. Visser, it was. Sorted his feet out well there. City on the attack though, straight away. Edge of the box. Shot comes in. De Bruyne just a foot wide of the keeper's right-hand post. Good strength there from Haaland. Played it across the 18-yard line from the right-hand side, and De Bruyne should have done better there, actually. Just didn't get enough bend on it, and yeah, a foot wide of the keeper's right-hand post. Taunton 3, Gosport 1, Gateshead 1, FC Halifax 3, and Celtic's lead north of the border didn't last long. Dundee FC 2, Celtic 2. And Brentford on the attack again here. Cross comes in from the right-hand side. Keeper collects it well. Let's see how Liverpool are getting on at Nottingham Forest. There's a corner down the right-hand side. Robertson's coming over to take it. Eintracht Frankfurt 4, Freiburg 1. That's pretty much a done deal now, isn't it? Anya is it for Nottingham Forest. I think he's got worms. Unfortunate camera angle there. He's up to his knuckles scratching his arsehole. Don't mind, he's got white shorts on as well. Shot from Trent. No, dinks one in there. Probably would have been better having a shot. Dink one in, looking for Robertson, who was on the right-hand side of the penalty area, about 8 yards out, because he'd taken that corner. Just too much on it, though, and he couldn't head it back across. It'll be a goal kick to Forest. What a good night of football. I had a feeling tonight was going to be a good night. And Wolfsburg 4, Borussia Mönchengladbach 0. That's a done deal, isn't it? The same as Frankfurt. Liverpool trying to work the way forward, but Forest, off looking at this, they've got 2 banks of 4. And the forwards are working hard as well, trying to put Van Dijk under pressure. Oh, almost in there. Luis Diaz. A ball played into him to the edge of the box. If his first touch had been better, he'd have been one-on-one with the keeper, but he was just stretching and couldn't get hold of it. In fact, after looking at it again, if he had got a good touch on it, there was two Nottingham Forest defenders converging on him. So, not the opportunity that I first thought there. Matlock 2, Prescott 0. Ooh. Breaking away there, Nottingham Forest on the halfway line. I don't know who it is. He's built like a brick outhouse. He tried putting a shot in from the halfway line because Liverpool's keeper's well out of his box there. He was scurrying back as well, but it got blocked before it got any distance on it. Had the keeper panicking, I reckon, though. Matlock 2, Prescott 0. Hendon 0, Horsham FC 4. North of the border, Dunfermline 0, 2. And Scarborough 2, Kidderminster 3. Corner to Liverpool down the right-hand side. It was a ball played in by Salah to Szoboszlai. He took possession. Well, his shot come cross came. Szoboszlai almost where the 6-yard box interjects, if you know what I mean. And it was blocked. It will be another corner, which Robertson will swing in with his left foot. One in the air by Forest. They've got a chance to break now. They're not exactly flooding forward, but no, they are now down the right-hand side. Ooh, blimey. They almost had a 2-on-1 there, Nottingham Forest. Good defending from Liverpool, and now Liverpool on the attack. Reims 1, Monaco 1. Monaco back on level terms. Cross comes in from the left from Liverpool. Salah drags it wide of the keeper's left-hand post. Grimaces, knows he should have done a little bit better there, Salah. Swindon 1, Birmingham 2. Birmingham back in the lead there. Tonbridge 0, Eastbourne Borough 2. Spalding United 2. Stourbridge 1, Spalding United back in the lead there. Hebburn Town 0, Morpeth 3. Marlow 2, Tiverton 1. Marlow back in the lead. Wolfsburg 5, Mönchengladbach 0. And Glentoran 2, Crusaders 2. Crusaders working hard there, getting a share of the points as it stands. Nottingham Forest have got a free kick here, midway inside Liverpool's half, down that left-hand side. Are they going to launch one in? We'll find out. I don't know who the number 5 is for Nottingham Forest, but he's a bruiser. It's launched into the box. It's won in the air by Forest, but cleared by Liverpool. Forest working hard, though, to recycle it. Down this left-hand side now. Chance to put a cross in. Cuts inside, plays it inside. Forest still in possession. Wood, they need him out on the wing. Nice back heel there. Comes back inside for the 1-2. Should have left it, really, to Wood, but... Aye, penalty. Is it, how close was Trent Alexander-Arnold? They'll have a look at this. How close was this to the penalty area? The Forest fans are going over saying, what's going on here? There's a Forest player gone down. Institute 1, Loughgall 2. Institute pulling one back. Mönchengladbach have pulled one back against Wolfsburg, but it's still 5-1 to Wolfsburg. Ooh, who's Trent Alexander-Arnold's gone to punch the ball away, and there's a player gone down from Forest who's saying he punched him in the head. Has he punched him in the head? If he has, it's a red card. It's Anderson. He's going. The referee's blown his whistle, and then he's gone to punch the ball away from him. Has Trent Alexander-Arnold? The player's put his head down to head it, and he's punched him in. He's punched him in the face as well. Nothing in it, but Lowestoft 0, Alvechurch 4. So it's, yeah, nothing more than that. And the contact on, I think it was Gibbs White, it's about, he landed well into the penalty area, but first contact was outside by about a yard. But it's going to be a dangerous free kick, this, for Nottingham Forest. Peterborough 4, Walsall 1, Peterborough pulling away there. Peterborough pulling away there. It's going to be a dangerous free kick from the left-hand side of the penalty area, about 16 yards out, and it's going to be Elanga to put it in his shot. Tried to catch Allison out there. Keeper was live to that one and double fists it away. Then another cross comes into the box, but the no accuracy on it, and it'll be a goal kick to Liverpool. Well, I eat my hat. What did I say? That looks pretty much done now. Brentford, Man City. It's now Brentford 2, Manchester City 2. So it's a cross coming in from the right-hand side, edge of the 6-yard box central. In the 91st minute, keeper got his hands to it, a good hand as well, but couldn't keep it out. Oh, the keeper's had a nightmare there. He's almost made, he almost made it look, tried to make it look like a great save, and cocked it up, and it's gone in. Pep Guardiola sticks his finger in his ear, gives it one of them. He'll be twitching like mad now. Brentford 2, Manchester City 2. 92.5 minutes gone. 5 minutes has added on time. It was Norgard with the header. Leapt like a salmon. And the keeper's made a right Horlicks of it. It's not one of them where he got his hand to it and it's kind of gone in. He got a good hand to it, but tried to make it look like a Gordon Banks kind of save. Just a little bit higher. Made a right pig's ear. Glenavon 2. Dundee 0. They're in again here, Brentford. Play it back, shoot. Oh, you muppet. You muppet. Edge of the area, not under any pressure. Skied it. That would have been better at Twickenham rather than on the football ground. Yeah, what's the keeper doing there? Made a right bollocks of it. Loads of final scores coming in now. Swindon 1, Birmingham 2, that's a final. But, yeah, predictions, you know what they do? They make an ass of you and me. I thought this was done when it was 0-2 to Man City. I thought it was finito bonito, but not to be. Brentford have battled hard and come back, and they've just had a great chance there that was wasted. Haaland, he's trying to bulldoze his way through. Gets dispossessed, though. Lovely little turn by... That's a push in the back. Referee's playing on. Brentford are in again here. Play the ball, play the ball. Hit it, hit it, hit it. Cleared off the line by Akanji. Header. Oh, my word. It's all going on here. And it's finished. Leverkusen 1, Mainz 0. All square. Atalanta 1, Juventus 1. Atalanta getting back level. Welling 2, Hampton and Richmond 3. Liverpool have got an equaliser. I'm going to have to go back and see what's going on there. Carnarvon 2, Flint 0. So it's a corner, it's a cross that's come in. And Diogo Jota's rose well. He's headed it in from about 3 yards. What's the keeper doing? He didn't... there was all these tall players around Jota, and he's even the keeper tried punching it out, missed it. Oh, somebody got very little on it, and Jota's just headed it in from 3 yards. Right place, right time. Jota levels things up. Nottingham Forest 1, Liverpool 1. Final score, Brentford 2, Manchester City 2. City having a 2-goal lead there, but Brentford coming back well. Could have well won it at the end as well, Brentford. We've got Dollingstown 1, Ballyclare 0, Leamington 1, Chester 4. That game's done. I've said that before tonight. But yeah, I don't think Leamington are pulling another 3 back to get a point. Liverpool on the attack again here. Dispossessed all by Forest. Szoboszlai, that'll be a free kick. Is there a team that works harder in the Premier League than Liverpool without the ball? I'm not sure there is. Chelsea have levelled things up against Bournemouth. They were leading on 13 minutes through Cole Palmer. Then they were losing 1-2. And now they've gone back level again. Remember, the power of 17. Who was it? Who was it with the goal? It was Reece James. 5 minutes into added on time of 8 minutes in total. So it is now 2-2. Bournemouth have got a throw-in down this left-hand side, midway inside Chelsea's half. I didn't see that goal, I've got to say. I've just flicked over to it now, but they've already restarted. Bournemouth, though, chance to put a crossing from the left-hand side. Now decides not to. Ooh, it looks boggy, Stamford Bridge. Player slipped, and now Chelsea are trying to break, but poor pass there. On the halfway line, it's gone out for a throw-in to Bournemouth. 2 minutes left. 8 minutes of added on time. And Chelsea got their equaliser 4 minutes into it. Bournemouth trying to come down the left-hand side there. Nobody can really get hold of the ball. Everybody's working hard. It's all getting a little bit tetchy, as you would expect. It's now finished. West Ham 3, Fulham 2. That is a final score. Harborough 2, Sudbury 0. That game's still being played. As you can see at the bottom, I hope you like that. Thank you to Flash Score. Carnarvon 3, Flint 0. Carnarvon pulling away there. Just over 60 seconds to go at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea 2, Bournemouth 2. Come on, throw the ball in. It's Bournemouth with a throw-in. 10 yards out down the left-hand side. They've gone all the way back, almost to the halfway line. They're going to go back all the way to the keeper. He's going to launch it long. Not long enough, though, really. Recycled well by Bournemouth, but loose pass through to the keeper. And that is a score correction. Harborough 1, Sudbury 0. Harborough thought they'd doubled the lead there, so they're going to have to sweat a little bit longer. Chelsea on the attack, 25 seconds to go. Ball's down the right-hand side. A lot of the players slipping. It does look like it's breaking up a little bit, the pitch. They don't normally break up, do they? Because they're a mixture of grass and fibres and all sorts of fancy stuff. But this one is looking a little bit worn. Chelsea, edge of the box, down that left-hand side. Chance to put a cross in. Do it now, because your time's up. Cross comes in. Ooh, miskicked. And it's gone over the crossbar by a Bournemouth defender. So it'll be one last chance for a corner for Chelsea. Le Mans 1, Valenciennes 1. Valenciennes getting back on level terms there. Hebburn Town have pulled one back against Morpeth, but they still trail by 1-3. Just waiting for this final corner. It's going to be the final kick of the game. They need to hurry up because we're almost... Reece James has come over, walking, you know, taking his time, and they're almost a minute over the allotted 8 that have already been added on. So the referee's well within his rights to blow his whistle now. He won't. He'll let this corner go, but we're going to put it right edge of the 6-yard box. One in the air by Chelsea, but can't direct it. Gone behind for a goal kick, and that will be that. Institute 2, Loughgall 2. Institute getting back on level terms there, and Hitchin 2, Redditch 0. Hitchin doubling their lead. Ref's going to blow his whistle now at Stamford Bridge, that is for sure. We'll get straight back over to the City Ground, see how Liverpool are doing against Nottingham Forest. Forest taking a lead in the first half on 8 minutes through Woods, after, even though they were getting battered. I think it was 8 minutes, and Liverpool pulling one back in the second half. That is the final score. Chelsea 2, Bournemouth 2. Right, let's get back over to... Let's get back over to Nottingham Forest and Liverpool. Still 1-1, 73 minutes gone. Liverpool on the attack. Szoboszlai out to the right-hand side to Salah. Another ball back into Szoboszlai in the penalty area. Tries pulling it across, blocked. And Forest can bring it away. Szoboszlai working hard though there for an attempted clearance from Anderson. Szoboszlai comes sliding in. It'll be a throw into Nottingham Forest. Liverpool going to make a change here. They're going to bring on Curtis Jones. Every time I've turned over to watch this Liverpool game, Szoboszlai has been working like an absolute demon. He'll sleep well tonight. Bit of head tennis going on here. Cardiff 1, Watford 1. Watford getting an equaliser there. Let's have a see who got that equaliser. Oh, come on. Come on, Sky Sports. You're too slow. Stick with Jimmy James on Catch It Live first. Football Special Live. We'll bring you all the goals here. Join us in that live chat. It was Vakun Bayo on 87 minutes. Getting Watford back on level terms there after Ashford give Cardiff a lead on 65 minutes. So it was a cross coming in from the right-hand side. Blimey! They won the ball on the right-hand side there, did Watford. It was played into the penalty area, almost on the byline, between the 6-yard box and the edge of the 18-yard box. The player, he pulled it back across, but he absolutely rifled the cross. And that Bayo was about 6 yards out. He just jumped. It smashed up his head into nothing the keeper could do about that. But that's a cross and a header. It must have been like 0.2 of a second from the cross coming in to it hitting his head and going in. That's how quick it happened. Blimey. There's been a goal. Matlock 2, Prescott 1. Prescott pulling one back there. Chertsey have now taken the lead against Poole. It's Chertsey 2, Poole 1. I'm busting for a Waz. Tonight we will have, we won't do all the final scores and that because we'll have Football Special, a recap. Keep your eye out for that one. We'll go through the goal score, well, we'll go through the scores, the goal scorers, the stats. We'll try and put the links that we can get hold of in for the highlights in the description of the video, so you can keep up to date with that. Chertsey 2, Poole 1. Chertsey taking the lead there. Royston 3, AFC Telford 2. AFC Telford pulling one back there. They still trail though. Let's have a look how long's to go in the Plymouth Argyle match. Forest are breaking down the left-hand side here. They've got numbers. Liverpool are back now. Just for a second there. Gibbs White into the penalty area. Tries pulling across the ball across there. Didn't get a good contact on it though. Cleared easily by Liverpool. It is still 89 minutes gone. Plymouth 1, Oxford United 1. Oxford United taking the lead just before half-time. Plymouth pulling back level in the second half. Oh my word, how did that not go in for Liverpool? It was a clearance and it was a shot from Jota and the keeper just thrown himself at it from about 7 yards out, 8 yards out. Nothing Jota did wrong with the shot, just a decent save from the keeper. Pushing the luck now, Nottingham Forest, but still Forest 1, Liverpool 1. Remember, power of 17. Forest were winning at half-time. .78 minutes gone. Royston 3, Telford, AFC Telford 3. 2 late goals there for AFC Telford, getting them back on level terms. Forrester in here down the left. Loose pass there. Trying to find Gibbs White on the edge of the box. He overran it. Cardiff Met 0, TNS 2. Chance here for Liverpool. Shot from Salah. It's blocked. It's chance after chance here. The long clearance now. And blimey, it's like you attack, we attack. There's no midfield. There is no midfield. Liverpool, Nottingham Forest. Curtis Jones pulls one back, blocked. Up in Scotland, Dundee FC 3, Celtic 2. Alfreton 3, Brackley Town 4. Bishop Stortford 0, Bromsgrove 2. Alexander Arnold, edge of the box, gets dispossessed. Morgan Gibbs White plays it out to Alanga down that right hand side. 2-on-2 now. Now it's Nottingham Forest's turn to attack. Alanga, edge of the box. Liverpool got numbers back now and he kind of runs down a blind alley and loses possession. It has finished Mansfield 0, Wigan 2 in the FA Cup, and Altrincham 4, Maidenhead 0. That is also a final. Peterhead 1, Stranraer 1. Stranraer with a late equaliser there. And Hitchin 2, Redditch 1. Redditch giving himself a possible chance, but they need to do something quick. Over in France, it's Bastien 0, Nice 1. Yeah, nobody's bothering with midfield in this game. It's just you attack, we attack. Salah into the penalty area. Ew, is it a penalty? Referee says no. Jota with a shot. It's blocked. He kind of got sandwiched there between two players, did Salah, and went down. And just for a minute, I thought I was going to hear the referee blow his whistle. Forest just camped in their own penalty area now. Shot from Sabozlai. Oh my word! Shot from Sabozlai. I'm thinking, well, he's out of ideas. What's he shot for? Blimey! He had. Is it Sells the keeper? He had Sells the keeper diving to his right hand side. Blimey, not far wide, just a foot wide. And score correction north of the border is Peterhead 1, Stranraer 0. It has finished Peterhead 1, Stranraer 0. So that was a correction. Lots of final scores going through the bottom now. We'll not bother with them. We're just looking for the goals. Too much football going on at the moment. 94 minutes gone at Home Park. Home Park, it's Plymouth 1, Oxford United 1. Plymouth need 3 points, don't they? Corner comes in, awful corner, easily cleared by Nottingham Forest. Simicas it was. Blimey, 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 what a good night of football. Trent Alexander-Arnold into the penalty area, looking for the head of the giant Jota. Scored with a header from 3 yards, levelling things up here at the City Ground. Forest working hard. Liverpool looks stronger, faster. Edge of the box. Szoboszlai plays in Salah. Shot. Oh my word. That's very unlike Mo Salah, that. Ball came to him about, I'll tell you more accurate, I'm going to watch the replay. I'm going to guess about 8 yards out. Yeah, about 8 yards out. Wide of the goal. He was trying to bend it in the far corner, but got right underneath it. Launched it high, wide, and not very handsome. Finished over in Serie A. Atalanta 1, Juventus 1. Big point that for Atalanta. Especially with Inter Milan having 2 games in hand. I think what I'm going to do, I'm not going to do it tonight because it'll be too late. I'll do it tomorrow morning. Football special recap. And the links will be out then, so we can put the highlights of the games in the description of the video. So much good football tonight. Long ball over the top there. Salah's in, 1-on-1 with the keeper. Look, oh, heavy touch, and the keeper's come out and smothered it. He'll be disappointed there, Salah. It was a nothing ball just over the top from Trent Alexander-Arnold, but he knows where Salah's going to be. Salah made the run. His first touch tried to cut inside and across the defender, but he got too much on it, and the keeper was able to just dive on the ball. But yeah, forget midfield now. Nobody's bothering with it. 84 minutes gone. Oh, no. Peterborough 4, Walsall 2. Not bothered about that. Plymouth Parkway 3, Bracknell 3. Oh, my word. Nottingham Forest had just flashed the ball across the 6-yard box from the left-hand side. If anybody got a touch on that, it's a goal. It was a langer. He skinned Trent Alexander-Arnold, put it into that corridor of uncertainty. Simicas almost put his foot out to it, and if he had done it, it'd have been an own goal. So he pulled it away in the end, and nobody got a touch on it. So it's a throw-in on the right-hand side now for Nottingham Forest. Long one into the penalty area. Wood wins it. Gravenberch gets a second touch though. Recycled though by Forest, and it'll be a throw-in on the right-hand side, about 10 yards from the corner flag, I would say. Late goal, Barry 1, Haverfordwest 2. Long throw comes in again, headed clear by Simicas. Forest trying to win it back on the edge of the penalty area. That's a free kick to Liverpool. Taking it quickly. Trent Alexander-Arnold over the halfway line. Plays Salah in down the right-hand side. He's into the penalty area. What can he do? He tried to play it across to Jota, but Curtis Jones has recycled that well. Liverpool still in possession now. Edge of the penalty area. Down the right-hand side. It's all stopped. Everybody's stopped. They're just wondering what's going to happen next. Now it's on the left with Simicas. Feints across. Feints a shot. He's still got the ball. Plays it back to Szoboszlai. Into Arnold central. Tries to curl one. It's blocked straight away. Liverpool still in possession though. McAllister plays it to Szoboszlai. He chips one to the right to Mo Salah. Loose first touch though. But Curtis Jones will recycle it now. Little 1-2 with Jota. Back to Jones. He can put a cross in. It's been blocked. It's gone behind for a corner to Liverpool down this right-hand side again. 86.5 minutes gone. What a game this is. it's almost like you've had all these athletes, which these footballers are. They train to the peak of fitness, and then you've unleashed them. I mean, we're almost at 90 minutes, and they're running around like it's in the first 5 minutes. Their energy levels are incredible. Szoboszlai, corner comes in, headed clear by Forrest, back to Tsimikas, sorry. Took the corner, it's headed back to Tsimikas, and he's played it back to Gravenberch, back there on his own. Apologies for the whistle. In fact, let me stop that whistle going because it'll start getting on your nerves. It's getting on mine. It's because all the final scores are coming in. Salah with a shot. Keeper to his right-hand side, puts it behind for a corner. It was one of them where Salah was almost stood still, ball under his feet, but he got enough power on it from about 12 yards out. Tried putting it in the keeper's top right-hand corner. Keeper dived and tipped it over. There'll be a corner to Liverpool now down that left-hand side. Score correction, Barry 1, Haverfordwest 1. No corners in this match to Forest, but 8 to Liverpool. They put it right on the keeper. There's a melee. Comes in from, it might have been Salah, and there was a player just knelt down and let it hit his body on the line. It's Liverpool still in possession. Oh, this is why the Premier League is loved so much. I want to see that again. Was it on target or when it hit him, or was it just going wide? Cross comes in, headed clear by Forrest. Salah, 6 yards out. He's volleyed it over the crossbar. He's not got his shooting boots on tonight. Hasn't Mohamed Salah. Blimey. Can't tell if it was on target or not from that angle, but blimey. Last-ditch defending from Nottingham Forest. They're going to make 3 substitutions here. 89 minutes gone. I'll tell you who the players are coming off and coming on as soon as I know. I think Wood's coming off. I hope it doesn't go on too much longer. I'm busting for a wee. Yeah, tomorrow morning we'll do a football special, a recap. And, a late goal in Ireland. Institute 2, Loughgall 3. And it has finished Plymouth Argyle 1, Oxford United 1. So Plymouth's new manager, I'll learn how to say his name. He's got a point in his first home game. Loughgall took a 2-goal lead in the first half. Balde on 1 minute, Carroll on 45 minutes. In the second half, Institute on 59 minutes pulled one back through Doherty. 70 minutes through Kennedy, making it 2-2. And in the 88th minute, Loughgall have taken the lead again. So it's currently Institute 2, Loughgall 3, 88 minutes on the clock there. That's in the Northern Irish Cup. 7 minutes of added on time at the City Ground. We've just gone over the 90. Virgil van Dijk on the halfway line plays it to Jota. Tsimikas down that left-hand side. Cody Gakpo cuts inside, goes back to Jota. Liverpool trying to get some form of order in this game. It's just been you attack, we attack, you attack, we attack. Literally, middle of the field, it's normally packed, isn't it? And no players. No players. It's almost like everybody's retreated or attacked. Nothing in the middle. There's a little bit more order now, as you would expect, coming to the closing stages. Neither team wants to actually lose this one, I don't think, after such a hard-fought match. The Forest fans are doing their bit to get behind the team, as you would expect. Forest wants a free kick there on the halfway line. Referee's not interested. Liverpool in possession. And it's back to as you were now. 2 banks are full for Forest. Gakpo. Oh! Gakpo cut in from the left-hand side. Edge of the penalty area. He's put a shot to the keeper's left-hand side. It took a deflection as well. Keeper's got his fingertips on it and he's put it round the post. You won't get much closer than that without actually getting a goal. Great save by the keeper. So once again, it's a corner to Liverpool down their right-hand side. Tsimikas is going to take. It's all getting a little bit nasty in the middle. Somebody's saying Virgil van Dijk's elbowed him. Van Dijk's not playing that game. Liverpool don't want to break in play here. They just want this to keep going. Celtic, and this is just what Forest want. Dundee FC 3, Celtic 3, late equaliser there for Celtic. Cross comes in, poor cross. Cleared, didn't beat the first man. Cleared by Forest. Trying to get that ball back to Tsimikas, recycling it well. He's thrown himself to the floor looking for a free kick, then jumps up quickly because he knows he's made a prat of himself. Who was it with the goal for Celtic? I'm not taking my eyes off this game now. Player of the match has been given to Murillo. That's him, he's the bruiser. He's square in stature. It was 93rd minute, Engels getting the equaliser for Celtic. Still playing there. Final minute of added on time. Oh, blimey. What a good night of football. Liverpool on the attack again now. That's a trip. They're going to get a free kick about 20 to 30 yards out. Gakpo it was, cutting inside, charging forward, slightly down the left-hand side. Over the ball is Szoboszlai, Tsimikas, Trent Alexander-Arnold. It's going to be Trent in it who takes this, surely to God. Yeah, Szoboszlai's walking away. Joining in with the wall there is McAllister and Curtis Jones. Curtis Jones, he's walked away a little bit now. Yeah, 7 minutes of added on time, and we've had 94.5 minutes, so still plenty of time left in this. Lots of room left on the left-hand side. There, not being marked, but it gets chipped into the penalty area, cleared by Forest, recycled by Liverpool, although that's going to be... Forest can break down the left-hand side. Oh, you plum. Forest were trying to break down the left-hand side, had loads of space, and a loose touch from number 9 for Forest. I don't know who that is. He just put it out of play on the halfway line. Curtis Jones. It's finished in Scotland. Reims 2, Monaco 1. A late Reims goal there. Monaco did pull themselves back level 1-1, but Reims take the lead again. It has finished north of the border. Dundee FC 3, Celtic 3. Alexander-Arnold on the right-hand side. Don't want to put the cross in, so he plays it central to McAllister. McAllister goes left to Tsimikas. Tsimikas out to Gakpo. 18 yards out. Gakpo's cutting in. Plays it back to Arnold. Slips and falls on his Harris. Szoboszlai gets dispossessed. Alanga's going to run now. Oh, he's got pace, Alanga, and Alexander-Arnold trying to pull his shirt back, missed, so the referee can't do anything because he didn't touch him. But he loses the ball, Alanga. He had Arnold panicking there. Arnold now on the ball, right-hand side, into the penalty area. Salah can't control it. Cleared. Hacked clear by Nottingham Forest. 2 balls on the pitch now, so the ref's going to blow his whistle. Is he? No, the ref's not playing that game. 2 balls on the pitch, he's not bothered. He's not bothered, so the Forest players have cleared it. Forest trying to come down that left-hand side, but they can't do it. It's going to be a throw into Forest. Just 15 seconds left. Hurry up, I need the toilet. 8 seconds left. All the Forest fans, they've got the scarves going. It's a throw-in on the halfway line down the left-hand side for Forest. The referee blows his whistle, bang on 97 minutes. He didn't add any time on. Woo! Blimey, governor. Blimey, governor. And that is all she wrote. Is there any more football being played? Oh, dear, dear, dear. We have still got... Right, I cannot stay on it for that. FA Cup, Leyton Orient and Derby, that finished 1-1. They're into extra time there. Over in France, in the Cup, it is Guingamp 2, Sochaux 2. So they're actually on penalties at the moment. In the Cup in France, it's Marseille 0, Lille 1. 86 minutes gone there. In the Northern Irish Cup, it's only half time. Myola 0, Belfast Celtic 0. Extra time being played in the Irish Cup, Glentoran and Crusaders, that finished 2-2. And it's half time, Larne 0, Cliftonville 0. So we'll cover all that. We'll cover all that in tomorrow's football special recap. It should be tonight, but I need to go to bed. I'm getting tired. It's almost 10 o'clock. Busy day at work. But what a hard-fought point that was for both teams, really. But Liverpool will be wondering how they didn't actually win that. But that's football. Right, on that note, I'll say, if you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button, ping that notifications bell, and if you can give us a thumbs up, that'd be absolutely fantastic. We've got 3 stream supporters tonight. We've got jalexpetproducts.co.uk, heavenlypleasures.co.uk, and removepests.co.uk. Links in the description, and use the promo codes as well, which are in the description. Grab yourselves a discount on... at the end, when you go into your basket, put a discount code in, make use of that, grab yourselves a bargain. Thanks for watching Football Special Live. I am Jimmy James. It has been my pleasure. I hope you've enjoyed the live stream, or the catch-up if you're not watching it live. We will see you tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your evening.